Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So South Carolina's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Can't get him to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense... Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Back to throw, it's Overton. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Overton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Reads it, fires complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
To the air, it's Overton. Fires to the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. The give out of the gun. Running into the open space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Lost a throw on first down. Steps away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Bringing the heat. He's got him. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision. On that big play.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows.
Beck's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So much for the tough field position. 1 play, and you're already to the 35. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourself.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense.
Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Music note! Music note! Here we go!
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he added the extra point.
South Carolina, 31, Florida, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Gators line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one.
Number 24 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. We've reached a break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Working the middle, it's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fit it in the window for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy.
Snags it down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Here's a heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff to the lone back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and they've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Here's the handoff.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the final total. That could be important to some if you like games of chance, but they're still coming up well short, and this is how this one comes to an end. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Well,